The year had barely hit the quarter mark when the first case of COVID-19 was confirmed in Kenya. The impact of the announcement to business was instant: panic, anxiety, and fear of an uncertain economy. Audrey Chepkirui was a multiple small business owner in Uasin, Gishu. She owned a grocery store and a barber shop in Langas, a middle-income estate in Eldoret town. As soon as the government enforced the COVID-19 safety regulations, she had to close her barber shop and let go of staff at the grocery shop. Now she manages the store alone.
So vile job ilienda chini, they also became idle. Wakakuwa idle, wakaanza thinking of doing other things. Eventually, wakaenda. Ile curfew ya kwanza, ile ya 7, ndio ilikuwa worse. Cause kuna customers wangetoka job kitambo, wakishuka hapo wanapitia hapa kununua vitu. But sasa wakifika hiyo around 6:30, mimi nishafunga juu ninaishi hata mimi mbali. 6:30 nimefunga, nimeenda. Chana there are no much movement because watu wameenda kazini, wameenda kuhustle. So nilikuwa nategemea sana wale wa jioni. Hata asubuhi ni mkate tu, mkate labda na credit, wana rush to work.
Such inconveniences cut across sectors, size and nature of business notwithstanding. At Cookchick, a leading supplier of day-old chicks catering to small-scale holders that rear free-range chicken, the supply chain was disrupted, making access to animal feed and technical support a challenge. Many SMEs have never had to weather a pandemic. It was a walk in the dark, but there was a ray of hope. The Kenya National Chamber of Commerce, KNCCI, an organization that exists to ensure a conducive business environment for its members, threw its weight in supporting such businesses to navigate the difficult times.
The Chamber of Commerce has been very supportive right from the beginning. In the initial days, it was difficult to distribute poultry products. We believe poultry products is food. So through the advocacy of the chamber, the government included poultry as part of essential services. And that meant that we could now distribute our products to the market.
Also, as a chapter, we organize for special permits to our members who are doing the essential business. We also gave a request to landlords, especially those ones who are barring business people, to give rent relief because the businesses were really affected. And I'm happy. We got very good response in Uasin Gishu and actually in this Eldoret town. We had more than 20 landlords who actually reduced their rent, and even some of them suspended the rents for around 3 months.
The pandemic has led to massive layoffs, inability of businesses to service loan facilities and meet operational costs. This has in effect pushed businesses to remodel themselves to adapt to the times. Even companies that manufacture basic commodities that are ideally easy to market found it hard to keep the doors open. Flavor Toast, a popular bread company, was forced to change strategy to stay afloat.
As a manager of Flavor Toast, the entire issue of COVID has taught us a lot. One, we've been taught that we should always be ready and prepared for hard times. We should always be ready to make tough decisions that humanly we think or we see are not favorable and are affecting others. But as a business, for us to have sustainable growth and operations, we need to be ready and prepared to make such decisions. Two, we've learned that we need to diversify our products so that we can be able to have a wider range of products we are offering to the market, and therefore they would be able to complement whatever we already have. Three, we've learned on cost cutting to remain in business because costs are very high in our operations, but we've had to learn on how to cut those costs.
For businesses under KNCCI membership, the support to wait the times has come with tremendous benefits.
So we have a program, that's Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Equity Bank. We have a program where Equity Bank will be giving loans, very flexible loans, with a 3-year repayment period and less than 10% interest rate to most of our business people. Chamber will actually act as a guarantor, and this loan actually is really what will be a game changer. We've just started training some of the business people on how to use this loan, on how to revive their businesses, and the training has started in Uasin, Gishu, and we are recruiting many business people.
In the face of requirements like social distancing as a measure to keep the virus at bay, a new way of communicating and collaborating has emerged. Use of technology and social media has substituted in-person meetings and ensured continuity.
Like at the moment, we use Zoom to communicate to our development partners, to our strategic partners, and also to our members. And again, we try as much as possible to use our WhatsApp platform to also communicate to our members and reach out to our potential members. Again, we also use our active social media platform, Twitter, to also ensure that whatever good projects we are doing as a chapter, our members get to know in good time, so that some of them who might need to also be part of it quickly get that information and they follow up with us.
KNCCI Uasin Gishu chapter works closely with the county government, and among key areas of engagement is the budget-making process. Collaboration with the County Assembly enables incorporation of concerns and priorities of the private sector into the county budget. Budget making is a 3-part process involving the county fiscal strategy paper, which helps develop the annual development plan, which gives specifics on what will be done, and public participation.
Despite the challenges that we had this year, in the budget making process, the most important area is the public participation, where we get the views of the residents and other stakeholders on the intended activities or the budget making process.
Especially when the county assembly is looking at finance bill, for example. There is where a number of things that touches on business people are deliberated, and we would really encourage the business community, the private sector, to be able to participate in those public participation and of course give their input, because so many things are affected by that exercise. For example, the fees that are levied, let's say parking fees, let's say the licenses. If the county government is focusing on providing, let's say, the infrastructure like roads, water, electricity, if there are other areas that you feel we need to have the government putting more focus on, like the garbage collection, waste management, then the private sector should be able to really push that through the now Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, so that the government can realize that for the private sector.
The county government has employed digital media channels to encourage contribution from the private sector through its website, social media, and use of radio talk shows. KNCCI, on its part, has fully embraced new media to reach existing and potential members.
Like at the moment, we use Zoom to communicate to our development partners, to our strategic partners, and also to our members. And again, we try as much as possible to use our WhatsApp platform to also communicate to our members and reach out to our potential members. Again, we also use our active social media platform, Twitter, to also ensure that whatever good projects we are doing as a chapter, our members get to know in good time, so that some of them who might need to also be part of it quickly get that information and they follow up with us. With the COVID, it slowed down a bit because all of us panicked and everybody panicked. People didn't know what is happening and what is the future for all of us. But as time went by, with the knowledge that were given by the government and other institutions about COVID, we realized that this virus or this disease is here to stay with us. It's only us to adjust and fit in within it, see how to manage it, and also keep our business going.
In addition, the Chamber has gathered data that will be useful in ensuring the interests of its members are articulated in budget deliberations.
We did a survey with Moi University in order to find out how this pandemic has affected businesses within Uasin Gishu County.
And these findings, we actually handed it over officially to the county government and the national government. To the county government through the governor, and also to the national government through the county commissioner, so that the findings could be adopted with both levels of government, especially when they are strategizing on their economic recovery plan. Some of the recommendations we presume will be adopted at both levels of government.
The efforts advanced by KNCCI Uasin Gishu chapter have been backed by a solid partnership with the Center for International Private Enterprise (CIPE), which has been instrumental in strengthening and building capacity for the Chamber in issues around management, advocacy and communication.
We encourage all entrepreneurs, small and big, to join the Chamber. There are quite a lot of benefits in terms of even learning from each other. There are benefits on accessing information about the global market, even the regional market. So there is quite a lot of benefits compared to the membership fees that one pays.
I would really want to interact with other members wenye wamekuwa affected, especially wenye wako kwa hii sector. Nisikie hata hao vile wanafanya. You know, when you get mwenzako mwenye anapitia the same challenge, hata kuna hiyo consolation, hiyo ku lose hope. Pia at some point I was almost giving up.
Beyond a sense of consolation for members, a supportive partner that intervenes on critical issues on their behalf has made the difference.
The objective of joining the Chamber of Commerce has been achieved because we feel as a business we are covered. We are not under maybe attacks from external forces that would want to bring probably the business down due to unfavorable conditions. So to a large extent, I could say that the objective of joining the Chamber of Commerce has been achieved.
It is these unprecedented times that have called for a paradigm shift in approach for both businesses and stakeholders. What is now considered a new normal has enabled businesses work through challenges that will see them emerge stronger in the end.